such a beautiful day here. It's absolutely gorgeous today. So beautiful in the forest. I love living here in the forest. This beautiful little cabin in the woods. All right, my beautiful sisters. Today I'm going to talk about the pineal gland and the third eye, but mostly the pineal gland. Basically, the information's the same. How to take care of your pineal gland, how to decalcify it, how to avoid calcifying it, how to protect it. And we're going to talk about it largely in a physical sense, because we're talking about the physical pineal gland, which is, part of the third eye. The spiritual realm of things, once you have that open, it's just automatic. I know some people won't like hearing that because they want to hear, no, it's not, I have to. But you know what? You already have a soul. You're already your soul. It's who you are. You're not your body. You have a body. You are a soul. You are an essence. So that third eye is already there and open in that realm. The problem is in this physical body, it's been closed, it's been atrophied, it's been calcified. It's that power, the essence of who you are, has been taken from you. And so you have it in your power, though, to recognize it, because your soul is calling you and you're just aching. You know that there's something more. You need to discover who you are. Everyone has that in this life. Who am I? Everything, all those questions. What you need first, or what I strongly believe, is you've got to open up your pineal gland and have a healthy pineal gland, and your third eye is already open. So it's just that connection, and everything's just automatic at that point. All right. So I was at a point, the same as you. And it got decalcified. What I did do, to be honest, I wasn't ever fully calcified. I had a near-death experience, and I think that helped. But it was still got calcified, and I did have to decalcify. And I did notice the difference once I got healthy. And it was major eye-opening, beautiful. But, okay, let's get into the good stuff. All right, so I'm going to share everything that I do, and there's other information. So I will give that to you as well. There are options that, you can study and look into it, and hopefully just plant some seeds. So what I do to keep my pineal gland safe, first, you guard it. When you guard something, that means you don't let any unhealthy thing come in. You protect it. So when we're protecting it, we know that there's something that can hurt it, and we're not going to let it come in. Just like you would protect, a country would protect, its borders. Like the Swiss, the old Gaelic or old ancient Swiss, those native Swiss, when they would use frequencies of sound to cause avalanches so that the people, this government who want to take them over, couldn't, they get swallowed up. So just like they would protect their lives, it's not just territory, it's their whole culture, it's their families, it's their whole life, their lifestyle, everything. They were going to be conquered. So they protect their borders. So what I do to protect my pineal gland, I protect it like I would against the plague, if that exists. Number one, avoid fluoride like the plague. Fluoride is the plague. Avoid it. That is going to calcify your pineal gland like there's no tomorrow. And I'm adamant about this. It's that important, especially as a witch. Once you've discovered who you are. So I literally, if I drink spring water bottles, I will check to make sure there's no fluoride in it. I don't drink tap water. If I would have had to drink tap water, I've been really lucky that I don't have to. Where I live, you can just gather fresh spring water and things like that. But I will not drink. When I did live in the city years ago, I wouldn't drink the tap water. I got spring water with no fluoride, natural spring water with nothing added to it, and no fluoride on the label. But there's some other things too. It's in your toothpaste. It can be in so many different things, and it needs to be avoided. There's other things that will calcify it. Mercury, aluminum. There's a lot of heavy metals and chemicals that will close it up. and calcify it and hurt and atrophy it. Some of that's in our air when they, release, when you look up in the sky. When I was a kid, you see this, but now you see it all the time. And it just looks like a jet went through, but the cloud's expanding instead of going away. And when you look into it, it's not a conspiracy theory, by the way. Scientists have found they're just emitting heavy metals and chemicals all over us. So there's something you can do, though, about all that. But wherever you have control over it, I avoid those heavy metals. I eat organic and things like that. If you can't eat organic, do your best to make sure that they're clean of all chemicals. You do your best. But mostly avoid the fluoride, aluminum, mercury. A little bit of mercury in fish is not a big deal, only because the mercury that's in the fish, also in the fish, is high levels of selenium and other substances which actually bind to the mercury and flush out of your system. So when I ate a high fish diet, I had tested myself before and after, and I had less mercury in my body after than I did before because of that. And I ate mostly salmon. Other things that hurt your pineal gland is Wi-Fi in the air, the radiation atrophies your pineal gland. Obviously, we can't avoid it as much as we would like with, society these days, but you can still do stuff about it. I have a Fluoride bracelet, which neutralizes it. I have things on my home to get it out and neutralize it. I don't have it on me right now, but I got a quantum bracelet that neutralizes 5 and 6G, and that's been scientifically shown. I think it's through Dr. Alex something or other. I think he does something called the healing codes. If you look it up, you'll probably find him if you're interested in something like that. And that also neutralizes it and helps your blood. And taking activated charcoal. Activated charcoal, even, open activated charcoal mixed with salt, like sea salt or Himalayan salt, bowls around the house will also neutralize all that radiation. It kind of draws it there, so it's away from you. And you can get it out of your body through, I like to take activated charcoal, and it does wonders for many, many, many things, but it protects your body from the radiation and Wi-Fi. It also gets all the crap out of your body. It also decalcifies your pineal gland. So it's like the best thing ever. And studies have been shown that it also can extend your life. It can also repair DNA and, make you age slower and be healthier. So I highly recommend you look into that. And one thing to remember, the activated charcoal, and I think it's the most amazing thing ever, is be sure to have enough vitamin C and magnesium. So I take a magnesium supplement and vitamin C as well, just not at the same time. But I do that because charcoal, as it cleanses your body, can kind of constipate you. So you want a way to get that out. Okay, so let's speed things along. Here we go. Now the herbs. Another thing I do to protect my pineal gland is I don't eat 1,000,000 grams of sugar a day. I do love maple syrup in my coffee. Yeah, I'm Canadian. But, I don't eat fast food junk. You take care of your body. Your body is your gift. It is your life. It is you in this realm right now, in this experience. It's yours. It's precious. It's your life. So people who make fun of people who like to be healthy, what the heck? Take care, nurture, and love yourself. What the fuck is wrong with that? That doesn't mean you can't indulge. It's good to indulge. It's healthy to indulge sometimes. Just don't make it a habit. Make sure you eat to bless yourself with, to nourish your body, as well as for pleasure. We touch all arounds on that. So let's go away from food and talk about Mother Earth. Mother Earth has blessed us with the most potent, beautiful, and gentle, miraculous medicines ever. And I know that we only know of a little bit of them. There's a lot we don't know. When it comes to the pineal gland, I like every day to have a tea with matcha and moringa, and I also mix maca in there. Those three things, especially the moringa. Am I saying that right? Moringa? The moringa is a strong, beautiful herb at cleansing your pineal gland, making your brain function well, and it's very gentle too. It's very nourishing. It's beautiful. It makes you feel so good. You'll feel so elevated. So I do have that every day. I also take ginkgo biloba. Very beautiful for your pineal gland. Very nourishing. And like I mentioned, the charcoal tablets. I used to also take apple cider vinegar, just a little bit. I do take a green powder. My green powder, super green mix, it's really just a raw powder, and my preferred brand, is it the Sun Warrior? No, that's what the protein is called. Vital Greens. Anyways, I love them. It's raw, it's beautiful, it's well processed. I love the spirit behind it. Very like wizardy man that does this. Love it. That has things like barley grass juice and wheatgrass juice and chlorella and spirulina, and those things decalcify your pineal gland as well as your whole system. Anything that blesses your pineal gland will bless many aspects of your body and your life on a physical and a spiritual level. It can change your life, give you a literal new perspective on everything, and see all as it is, as it was, as it is to come, and especially as is. Other things that are a huge blessing for your pineal gland. Some people talk about chocolate. I love raw chocolate, raw dark chocolate. I don't know if that's what cleared up my pineal gland or not, but I do indulge in that sometimes. It's known as the food of the gods. Maybe it's known for that for a reason. I did want to say when I first, and this is what I do now is what I just said, so I'll just repeat because I'm a little confusing all over the place today. So I take charcoal tablets. I take, well, not tablets. I take charcoal. Sometimes they're as capsules and sometimes they're as just charcoal and water. Always drink a lot of water with it, and I do that first thing in the morning and sometimes later in the day as well. I always drink a lot of water as it draws out all those impurities. I wear a bracelet, and I do another bracelet. I wear things to protect my body and my realm, which includes my aura, everything to protect it from the 5G and the Wi-Fi, which also protects the pineal gland. And I always have a tea, and I'll include the recipe at the end of this video, which has, it's like a latte of moringa, which is the main secret ingredient here, as well as, matcha and maca. I take that in the afternoon. And I also, with brunch, I have a super green juice. So that's, you know, barley grass juice by itself is good enough, but I have vital greens, and it has many things in it, including the most important parts for pineal gland is the barley grass juice and things like chlorella and spirulina. I also take a supplement of ginkgo biloba, and I used to use apple cider vinegar. Now, when my pineal gland first opened up the most, at the time I was decalcifying it with clay, and it was a specific kind of clay, and I got it off a website called I Am Perfectly Healthy. I think it's just IamPerfectlyHealthy.com. I can put the link down below. And I don't know if it's not an affiliate link. I'm just going to share with you what I've done. That I took before I learned about some other things. And that alone by itself with tons of water decalcified my pineal gland super fast. It was the most amazing experience of my life. It was like from going blind to seeing fast. So that may be an option for you. But like it did make me crazy thirsty and like drinking lots of water. And that's the thing, is your pineal gland decalcifies your body, you know, takes care of all that crap. You will get very, very thirsty, and that doesn't mean there's something wrong happening. I mean, go by all means, go get checked to make sure you're not like got diabetes or something. But I know I did, because before I got decalcified and I first started taking it, like it's okay, I had diabetes, and then I went and they're like, no, you're perfect. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm cleansing, and anyway, and it opened up so freaking fast. But I wasn't gentle on it. Like I took a lot of it, and I took a lot of magnesium, made sure my bowels were moving, get this crap out as it decalcifies. And then I began to nourish it and learned so much more and implemented all that right away to protect it and open it even more at higher degrees. And it's been the most transcendental experience ever. It's crazy. Another thing that happened to me, other than feeling like I was blind and now I see, was memories. Real memories. They weren't dreams. I was awake. I would have these moments, kind of like in the movie The Dark Crystal, which I love, my favorite movie since I was a baby, pretty much. First I was a kid, and I loved it, and I still love it to this day. But the point is, just like in that movie, when they show about this sharing the memories that I would get all these memories and downloads of information of just knowing things. So all of a sudden I could see, and all of a sudden I just knew. I didn't have to go and study. I just knew, and I knew that I knew that I knew. I felt very connected to the earth. I felt very connected to spirit, and I was able to also become psychic, especially clairvoyant. And all of those gifts just manifested quickly, beautifully. And if you're not ready for it, it could frighten you a little bit. But go through that experience. That's just you shedding the old and walking into the new. And literally imagine yourself walking into the new. Another thing that I like to do, which I feel like it opens my pineal gland, is I do love to be outside as the sun rises, and kind of, not necessarily like, some people like to sun gaze, and you can do that. I guess it's kind of like sun gazing, but I'm not like staring at the sun or hurting my eyes or anything, but I make sure I'm out as the sun rises. I also now, you just start to do things. Now my water, pretty much everything I drink is moon and sun water. So I put it out when the sun's out, my glass jars, and I usually put crystals up on top. I might do a video about this, but I get the energy of the moon, but I also let it stay there with the sunrise, and then I have that water for the day. So I have the elements and the energies of the sun rising, and I felt like that really helped my pineal gland as well. If you can't do all of this stuff, you know, that's okay. Like I said, when I first did it, all I could afford was that clay, and it was amazing. Start with that, or start with the charcoal. Those are the two things that I would say. Don't do it at the same time, do one or the other. If you have the clay, you don't need the charcoal. If you have the charcoal, you don't need the clay. So just make your decision. And that would be my recommendation. If, you know, I were to do this all over again, I would still do it that way. So I hope this helps you. You know what, maybe I'll do another video with other herbs that open the pineal glands. There's other things too. I mean, there's so many ways, but these are the ways that I do currently, and I have done, and it works, and I can attest to it, and it works like it works. So yeah, so keep your pineal gland open. It's not only your vision, but it's your power, it's your essence, and it's all of who you are. It's your connection. It's very important. All right, my lovelies, I hope you have a beautiful day. May it always be abundantly blessed. Bye. Pleasure.